character choice on Bloom. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And it looks like it is locked in. So it looks like, yeah, Bloom has opted game one to go with Pyra&Mythra.
Well, I know for a fact that Bayo Joker is a very, very tough matchup, especially on paper. I mean, you do so much damage, which gives them Arsene, and then Arsene just kills you so early. So a more solid character overall, like Aegis, might just be the call here for Bloom. And so far, I mean, we're going to get all of Bloom's characters are fantastic. So we're just going to have to see how they work this Pyra&Mythra and to see if it's up to scratch with his Bayonetta.
And that's exactly it. You know, Bloom is one of these players that what makes him so incredibly scary is you sometimes just don't know which character they're going to pull out on you. You know, it could be a whole mixture because they can use so many characters to such a top level and take so many you know, sets against top players with just these characters that you never think they'd use. So it'll be, you know, now we're seeing, can this Pyra&Mythra stack up against eMass, who is, you know, so loyal to Joker?
Yeah, and oh, here they go, the first hit forward air into the jab block. Not quite going to get the second one, no jump on eMass right now. And the tether's not going to quite make it to the ledge. This Pyra&Mythra has already taken the lead. And I mean, clearly that just says one thing. Well, they're now just dead.
Yeah, no, I mean, eMass, you know, showing, you know, just strong, you know, edge guarding there, just saying, okay, right, I put you in a bad position already. I'm just going to make sure you continue in that bad position. You know, and even at the end there, you saw the Bloom wasn't making back regardless, but eMass still wanted to be sure, so landed that final back air, you know, to sort of solidify that stock as well. And now, you know, Bloom, but just using the strong tools that Mythra has, the speed that she has built into her, just to really just keep eMass in this position where he cannot get anything going. Of course, that is exactly what you need to do, because if you let Arsene come out and do the work, you are going to pay for it.
And it's doing quite a bit of work right now, 93% on Bloom as we're entering the last phases of the second stock here in game number one. But the switch back to the Mythra is going to get Bloom on stage and challenging the guns so well. Like eMass keeps hitting back air at a disadvantage, and Bloom is just jumping off of those platforms and consistently hitting them for it. That's so much free damage now that like eMass has just taken, and now has to face Pyra ledge trapping.
Yeah, and just lovely, just using that space that Pyra has with that forward tilt there, you know, and just, you know, making sure he was positioned in the exact right place to throw it out and take that stock away. Now Bloom holding on to a really solid lead here. Just needs to keep up, getting some good damage on, 40% already. Arsene is about to come out though.
Yeah, there was no jump there on eMass, but eMass finding their way back. And now it's eMass's turn at the edge guard. Are the guns going to do it? No, not quite. Bloom rolls on, and again, we're now playing neutral with Pyra, it seems. eMass, strangely, keen to challenge it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, of course, you know, a lot of players do opt to, you know, just, you know, sort of camp out that Arsene. But, you know, when you do hit them, of course, that gauge does go down. So if you are able to combat Arsene, then you absolutely should. But it's just in a position where you do not want to risk it. And Bloom knowing that, you know, using, you know, Pyra's just strong tools and strong hits, they can just really deplete that gauge so quickly and, you know, make that problem Arsene go away.
Oh my goodness me, looking for a tech chase with the second back air there. Not quite gonna find it, but it is keeping Bloom on their toes because that's no jump. And a forward smash at 40? Wow, what a game one from eMass, clawing it from the depths. And that is just a telling of eMass's advantage state. Calling out the options from Bloom, making sure that there are absolutely no resources they have left, and spacing perfectly for that forward smash that even without Arsene kills at ridiculous percent.
Yeah, no, I mean, eMass just, again, just showing complete just mastery of his character there, just keeping Bloom in a disadvantaged state and then just finding that final hit, you know, killing at 40%. Doing such an expert job, and now, there we go. This is what we thought would happen. Bloom tried out the Pyra&Mythra game one. It didn't work out, so now the Bayo is here, and now it's game on.
Yeah, I mean, despite the fact that the matchup is a lot worse on paper, if you're more confident with the character, that's really all that matters. Like, especially given that Bloom has a lot more edge guarding options as well versus Joker, and especially with Arsene, that's going to be very, very crucial in this match. So already, here we go. 50, 65%, 82. First Arsene coming online for eMass, but I mean, eMass hasn't really had a turn since this whole thing started.
Yeah, and I mean, this is exactly, you know, it's not surprising to see Bloom go with this Bayo here, because we saw Invasion, you know, Bloom actually trying out a similar thing with the Rosalina in Grand Finals. You know, they wanted to try it out and see if they could battle, you know, eMass with that Rosalina. It didn't work out. eMass got the reset, so Bloom went, okay, right, it is time for that Bayo to come out, and, you know, from there, it was just Bloom's set to win. And it's kind of what we're seeing now, where, you know, it would be case of, you know, has eMass learned from those sets, you know, how to battle against this Bayonetta? Because though eMass has a mastery of Joker, Bloom has absolutely mastered Bayonetta, and this is such a comfort pick for them.
Yeah, look, sniping eMass out of the air from the guns with the afterburner kick. The afterburner kick doing so much, but again, unlike Pelly, eMass is not getting hit by these landing witch times. And that is so, so important, because, I mean, if you want to give a free stock to Bloom, well, I mean, I say that, look how many times I missed it against Pelly, but if you want to give a free stock versus Bayonetta, just mash into witch time. That's one way to do it. Oh my goodness me, the double bear into the grab there. Wow, you really were right when you said Bloom has mastered this character.
Absolutely, and you know, and this is a matchup they just know as well now at this point, because of course eMass is just always Joker, so Bloom knows what to do, and it is very much showing right now. Bloom is just once again always in their face, you know, constantly just eMass not really getting much of a chance to get too, you know, much of it, you know, certainly not many meaningful hits. Meanwhile, Bloom just finds those few stray hits, just take it away, and eMass already in a really bad position here, able to make it back though. Arsene helping them out as well by giving them a better recovery to come back. But you might just be dead, Rosa! You might just be dead, and you are! Bloom taking him all the way off the top there, and that is just it for your game.
This man said it's not your turn. No, 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 it's not your turn. The advantage state? Oh, no, 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 you're getting up tilted on that platform. It's still not your turn. And then just the classic up B, side B, up B. Oh, my goodness me. Bloom just didn't stop. There is no break button for Bloom unless you are doing something completely insane.
And this is exactly why he goes Bayo. You know, he tries out these other characters just to see what they can do. Potentially even to sort of like, you know, mix up their opponent a little bit and think, okay, right, they played a certain way with that character. Maybe that would like transition over. And it doesn't, because he plays Bayo so differently and intricately that the opponent is just, you know, almost caught unaware. And eMass very much, you know, just looking like he was struggling from the word go in that game too.
Yeah, look at the tomahawk up tilts that you're seeing from Bloom, and then look at the grabs. Look at the flipping witch time on the gun. You've never seen that anywhere else. Bloom just taking every single percent that they can get, and as fast as Arsene is there, Arsene is just gone.
Oh, okay, and, you know, eMass trying to use the wobbles there just to, you know, getting those drag down up airs. He was potentially hoping it would connect him to up smash at the end of it, but unfortunately, Bayonetta just, you know, literally phasing through it, putting Bloom back to safety, and now eMass again in a bad position here, you know, and unfortunately falling victim to those punches.
Yeah, the buff jab from Bayonetta working out brilliantly for Bloom. Only, I mean, 84%, you're going to need an Arsene if you're going to take a stock at that percent, but look, I mean, you're pretty close to it if you are eMass, but an edge guard could be good here, but again, we really aren't seeing that many edge guards from eMass, and every time they're jumping around the ledge, you're seeing these afterburner kicks just start something crazy, like we're seeing here, the Nair trades, but I mean, look at this, 94%, Bloom will take that to the bank any day.
Yeah, and again, Bloom still hanging on to all three stocks right now as well. It's really just showing that when you give Bloom a chance, they will absolutely take your stock away. Bloom just finds every single hit is masterfully planned to connect into the next one. And it's just, and it is showing right now. eMass really, really struggling here.
Yeah, not even the first stock taken from eMass here. And every single time they're landing something on shield, oh, that's going to be a
lovely.
That wasn't entirely true because you did see the tech situation on the platform, but the up smash is going to take it nonetheless. But you've got to, you don't have that many Arsens left. You don't have a lot of room to make mistakes in general, not let alone versus Bloom, but especially against Bayonetta. Like, yeah, if you're eMass right now, you need to find something completely different because look, Bloom is taking away your Arsene and eventually your soul.
That is exactly, you could see that gauge literally just deleting, it was just gone, so Arsene came out, yes, but Bloom just took it away again, and now, Arsene getting close about sort of halfway through, but, if Bloom gets a chance, you might just be dead before it even comes out.
Yeah, we see the ledge trapping situation now. The up is going to be safe on shield. Falling forward air from eMass, not trying to overextend. The up tilt up air is going to be good. Yeah, an air dodge gets chaps there. But, oh my goodness me, look at the amount of damage that Bloom is on. This could be a stock very soon if we see... Oh, that's...
Yeah, and you have to, I supposed to respect eMass for going for it because they hadn't across the entire set so far. Thinking, okay, I think Bloom's going to try and hit me with something in, maybe like a back air, maybe like a forward air, but instead Bloom actually saying, no, I'm just going to land by your feet and grab you. And, it unfortunate for eMass, but Bloom just in a position where he almost had game 3 times over.
Did I just see Byleth on the character's select screen?
No, okay, no, you didn't.
Oh, we're good. A flickering moment, because I was going to say we need to see more of this Bayonetta. Everybody's saying that, unless you're eMass, of course. So here we go, game number 4. 3 or 2 so far confident games with this Bayonetta. Bloom looking to make it a 3rd.
Yeah, again, Bloom just starting off this game, 64%, just following those few hits leading into the next one and just not slowing down. Arsene is out in record time in this set, but what can eMass do with it is the main question.
Yeah, just so many buttons from Bloom to be afraid of. And as soon as you get the combo, you see the air dodge out of it. But eMass finally, 70% from this Arsene. Actually starting to get something in this first game and not letting Bloom get the snowball effects that we've seen so many times here on stream today. Oh, that's a back air. Not going to take it, but again, off stage now.
Yeah, and I love the use of guns there from eMass again. Just using them to interrupt, Bloom in the air. Because you can see that they were hunting once again, put themselves in a position where they could get that back air, but the gun's just stalling. But as all things, it is inevitable that you will get hit by in the end, and Bloom finding that witch time and then just leading it into the back air, after all.
A question to ask yourself, dear viewers, how many characters actually have a good way of punishing aerial guns down? The answer to that question is so very few. But Bloom recognizing that actually I have witch time and I can make it up there with a back air separates the good Bayonetta players from the great Bayonetta players. And another thing that separates them is the advantage state. This was even when I started this sentence, and now look at eMass's percentage.
Once again, yeah, just Bloom showing just his absolute ridiculous advantage state, where, he's just not letting eMass really get anything off. Even there, recovering on a stage like that, and eMass still couldn't get much off of it. Finally, again, that witch time, and that stop is just gone, putting Bloom in a better position. And you see so many times as well, and so many times we've seen it in the set alone, is where eMass has found a hit, such as with that up air, but the Bat Within just coming out and putting a stop to it altogether. And Joker cannot follow through on that. They just have to accept that that combo they were going for is lost.
If you're a character, or a player for that matter, that survives on getting strings and tracing your opponent and following the combos through, that's not going to work versus Bloom. That Bats Within, as you said, has been absolutely brilliant for them every single time. And you can see the air dodge just isn't as effective for eMass. The regular one just meaning that you just get frame trapped, by the Witch Twist again. But finally finding the forward tilt. This is the closest I think it's been with Bayonetta so far. So yeah, eMass currently showing what they could do.
Oh my goodness, was so much damage being piled on here, but Bloom finally getting the hit they wanted. Not able to find the stock off it yet. A good recovery though, just dangling off stage from eMass just to avoid the bullets as well. But Bloom on the hunt here. You can see them weaving in and out, just jumping back and forth, waiting to see what eMass did. And the big parry there, not going to lead to the stock just yet. Arsene is out as well. What can the eMass do here? He needs to find those big hits. Potentially going to be given a chance here. Good patience as well.
Yeah, you can see eMass sharking the platform, looking for something that could end the game, and Arsene first it forward air into the drag down, into the smash attack. Wow, no, but it's the wrong character dragging down. It's the Bayonetta with the drag down forward air into the jab that's going to take the set. Bloom with a 3-1. Wow.
Yeah,
Gas never not be impressed.
Yeah,